Quite welcome to the second part of our trip into the practical and timeless skills that shape life and career. I bet if you are gaining much knowledge from the first part, then you definitely do not want to miss what is in stock for you next. Do you have any moment when you think that the world expects too much from you, or how some people arrive on their life's trajectory without noticing? But the fact of the matter is that this video will explain precisely those questions and provide the main takeaways necessary to develop your co-creation system and become a high-performing provider in your specific field. Let's see how being a master of community management, recognizing the ability of reading, and familiarizing yourself with street culture can change significantly your way toward making money and having a perfect future. Well, let me not delay then, because these tips that are coming next are something you might want to take notes for, because they are going to redefine how you look at personal development. Welcome to the future of success. Are you ready to amplify your capabilities? Let's dive in. Leadership, and specifically the management of online communities, is one high-performance skill that can be of added value to any business and therefore to the course. Think about being the guy or gal to recommend in providing opinions in a forum where debates occur on a daily basis. This position also enhances your pressure handling skills and creates tenacity to manage other opinions and issues arias. For example, there is a moderator who's sustainably maintaining the friendly atmosphere and gives calm answers during the controversial discussions. This experience directly applies from the business world, where operating as a provider of solutions and ensuring employees are at their best uncovers a competitive advantage. This way, besides making your presence known to the community members, you are also able to learn from them about what can help with your self-development or enhance your products. Therefore, for anyone looking to make money so that he or she can usher in the bright future, then it is always good to step into such positions. Well, coming to the growth part, let us explain how it will help to improve your experience if you are an avid reader. Reading is not only a passion but is one of the most effective tools of personal development and increasing income. Picture this. The idea that every book should be read in a similar manner to where it opens a chest filled with knowledge which can change your life. From reading remarkable stories of esteemed business people to learning new concepts within your area of operations, reading prepares you for issues in the process of making money. For instance, another genre of books may include Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Not only offer creative ways of managing money but also show how to get back up once it's down. Furthermore, reading cultivates the acquisition of critical thinking and will assist you when you are under pressure to make a specific decision. Therefore, if one has to have a good and happy life and future, go ahead and spend some of your time reading those good books. So, while we are on this discovery of knowledge, let us also remember how our student council formation and activities are important in developing our leadership and political attributes. Getting elected in the student council is always a way of fostering leadership, besides having first-hand experience in politics, which acts as a key ingredient in any successful business. Ponder about attending at the helm of event organization, student affairs, and multisectorial affiliation. Apart from that, you strengthen your coping mechanisms and your capacity for meeting the pressures that the practice entails, which would be beneficial for any provider who has his or her eyes set on the prize. For example, a student organization president who mobilizes fellow students in support of a campaign acquires persuasion and bargaining skills, which in the business world are desirable assets. It helps each person to grow as individuals because they get to negotiate the implementation of their vantage points in line with each other's best interests, yet toward a shared goal. Thus, developing these skills prepares you for plenty of opportunities in any field you will consider in the future. Let's take a closer look at how design can help differentiate a business, as we swap the topic of leadership for the creative domain. However, what today's people are lacking is the significance of design as the means of creating competition advantage. Think about it. In the above Consumer's Choice 100 research, it has been postulated that a well-built product or service offering can transform a brand from low profile to high performers in the market. Market research shows that while the customers are provided with a broad list of choices, it is the looks of the product and easy functionality that do influence their decision. For example, looking into Apple, that changed the technology by developing thinner aluminum and glass body and easy-to-navigate interfaces. This focus on design does not only helps to attract customers, but it also helps to create a loyal clientele, something that is always key to making money in any business. Furthermore, dedicating some time on grasping general tendencies or design elements will help enhance your product or service, which will ultimately make you stand out from the crowd, while being a seller of a valuable, innovative product. Therefore, for anyone interested in improving one's life and the lives of their clients, incorporating design thinking can be really transformational. And while we're talking about connections, let's move to the topic of how the management of parties works and how it can help strengthen the connections you make. The skill of organizing parties goes far beyond the idea of planning a fun event. It is about mobilizing the people, which is a key to many successful networkings and great business meetings. Perhaps it's enlightening to envision being the prime organizer of a platform where people of different professions interact, exchange knowledge, and build meaningful connections. This does not only improve the quality of interaction with people, but also makes you develop sturdiness in the face of emergent situations in the event planning process, such as change of plans or increases in the number of guests. For instance, the ability to organize a charity event will greatly increase the popularity of the candidate among the population, and, at the same time, he will be able to enhance his leadership qualities. As a result of being involved in unification people, you make yourself an opportunity creator, and an opportunity can mean something as small as a new business deal. Therefore, if you feel that networking is something you'd like to advance and create the foundation for a wonderful future, do not shrug off the idea of arranging events. Okay, let's leave this subject and talk about how the jokes or critical sense of humor might be useful in business competition. That is why having an individual personality, for example a joker or opinionated, can be of enormous importance in the sphere of business. Think about it. Jokes are able to overcome the barriers with clients and fellow employees, thus creating grounds for establishing rapport. For example, take a scenario of a salesperson who employs humor or funny jokes to relax the atmosphere during the bargaining circle. Not only does it become fun, but you gain the other person's confidence. Further, it is an opinion means want to humiliate show that you are confident, enthusiastic or passionate about the things that you believe, thereby influencing other people while challenging their opinions. This dynamic can create the chance for partnership and beginning of something new because people follow the truth in everyone. Hence, if you have a desire to polish your networking skills and enhance the quality of your life, do not hide your peculiarities. Still, in the world where everyone offers the same goods or services as the rival, it is relevant to shine in order to make money and build the future. Well, now, we go to the concept of understanding the culture of the street and how you can thereby increase your irrelevance with today's world market. As with so much else in today's constantly evolving consumer landscape, grasping the nature of street culture is vital in the pursuit of maintaining business and the bottom line. Street culture captures general perception of youths. This trends, values, and ideas embodied in it can shape buying behavior. Think how useful it would be to be able to quickly gain access to the newest style, song, or phrase that is appealing to youths. It also locates you as a provider who cares for your clientele and fortifies your capacity to design products/market appeals the clientele would feel drawn towards. For instance, Nike and Supreme have been successful by associating themselves with streetwear, reminding how genuineness can popularize even a company. Thus, by participating in these cultural shifts, you both gain versatility for your work environment and become less sensitive to changes on the market. Thus, if you are impatient on making money and willing to have a bright future, then it will be wise to communicate with the street culture in order to penetrate on to your targeted clients. Finally, before moving on to other types of skills and insights that form the basis of self-improvement and success, we want to draw your attention to the fact that all of them are part of this great process. And so as we reach the end of this enlightening voyage, let's get ready to work in those sumptuous silken gowns. Have you ever wanted to be master of your destiny and change your own future? Remember, this is just the second video in our series, and each nugget of advice threads off of the previous one. Take time and think about all that you have learned concerning community management, the importance of reading, and the importance of appreciating the culture on the streets. In what ways can you apply some of these principles today in order to build rapport and thus open potential doors for yourself? Now is the time to come out of the box and implement these strategies. In all your endeavors, do not wait for the right time, which in most cases never arrives. Create it. If this video was useful to you, remember to turn on notifications and subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. Together, let's keep on this path of individual transformation and strength. Your happy future is ahead.